From the mountains to the river flow, stories only locals know. Living local in the Hudson Valley. This is the HVP!
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the HVP. Hey guys, how's everything?
Good. How are you, Scotty?
I'm living my best life.
I'm going to get close to the microphone now. Do it for realsies.
Okay, well, start it over.
Nah, let's just keep it going.
Just keep it.
Everybody, they should be used to it by now.
Yeah, we wander.
Right.
Hindsight, we leave it in, no edits.
Yeah,
That's how it is.
coming in for a landing.
No. So, how was your week, bro?
My week was good. I know you and the listeners are probably worried about my grass situation. So, are you able? Yeah, I was able to get my grass cut, put down some preventative weed and feed, and now I'm just waiting for the magic, Mother Nature's magic.
Waiting for it to happen.
Yeah, we got a good day of rain on Saturday and Sunday, a little bit yesterday. So yeah, I'm waiting to see those weeds wilt away. Bye-bye, clover. Hello, sweet, green, lush, beautiful grass.
Wow,
Yep.
that's amazing.
Thanks. How about you? How was your week?
A little bit more exciting than that. Although we did do gardening yesterday. At the end of the day, we went over. We did.
I saw them all. I saw all the stuff. Pictures of the cans.
Oh, she showed you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she didn't show you, but she posted it.
Yeah, I know that's all ours. Yeah, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my god. That's a picture.
I just saw the cool pictures from earlier in the day, which we're going to talk about in a second. But one thing we do got to talk about real quick, because it did happen since we last broadcasted, the Knicks.
Yeah, man.
Another a sweep,
Yeah.
which was awesome. So that's just crazy. They swept the Sixers. So
Yeah.
on to the next one.
Well, and Colton was telling me they hadn't beat the Sixers hadn't lost to the Sixers all year anyway.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
He said something like that, like either they only lost one game, but whatever. He's made it sound like they were gonna, like he knew from the beginning. He's like, based on their records, he's like, the Knicks have had the Sixers number.
Well, the Sixers were the number one seed. So
Were they?
yeah, that's somebody told me here the other day at the barbershop. I don't pay any attention to basketball.
I don't either. I got to get better about that.
I'm just giving an honorable mention because it's definitely a big deal. Yeah, it hasn't been like this for the Knicks since the 90s. So, the chance to go to the finals is going to be pretty fucking epic.
Yeah, and as a Detroit fan, like I pay attention to the Tigers and the Pistons just as a Detroit sports fan, but I really don't pay attention to basketball like that either. So again, it's my 12-year-old sportscaster that tells me that the Pistons are good, that the Knicks are playing well.
Are you fans of them because how green and lush they keep the grass there? Is that what made you a fan of the Detroit team?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt, If you got somebody that cares about grass, then I'm all about it.
I exchanged emails with the head of groundskeeper at both places. They give me all the tips.
Yeah, and I wish they did. Whatever I'm doing, this shit is not working this year.
I just want to also go on record, because this is something else that happened in the past week. With this forthcoming hantavirus shit, I'm not taking any more fucking vaccines.
Yeah.
I'm not shutting my business down.
No.
And if that makes me selfish, well then, here's my crown, I'll wear it. Thank you very mumuch. Because I'm just done with that shit.
Yeah.
But I do
blame you.
want to talk about yesterday and how we spent Mother's Day. I had a day planned for Lauren. We woke up, we took the dogs for a walk, which was great. We let them run through their favorite spot, and they absolutely loved it. They chased all the deer in the world, and they had the best time ever. And then, importantly, they came back to us to go back on the leash at the end of the day, so that was definitely a win-win situation.
Nice.
But then, I said, here's what I had planned. We should go out and maybe check out Echo Fields, like we had talked about it a couple weeks ago on the show.
Right.
So I did. So she's like, yeah, that sounds great. There was a DJ. They have all the stuff for the kids. So we figured, they got food trucks there. You can get pizza and burgers. So we figured, we'll go check it out and go have a good time. And we did. It was fantastic. DJ Dukes slayed it. Saw him. Haven't seen him in a while. So it was awesome to see Dukes. Oh, yeah. Dukes has been playing here in Middletown since like forever. So Dukes is the man. He gave me the nice shout out when I gave him the nod. He was like, yo. I was like, yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, he remembered. And I remembered. So that was pretty cool. So, we went in right away. We went and got some food ordered. They got really cool, like, Jesus Christ, I'm bringing farther on this. What's those metal trailers? What are they called?
Oh, the
It's a brand. Streamline.
Streamline.
Yeah, is that it? Airstream. Airstream. There you go.
How do we both say streamline now? Yeah.
And only one of us is stoned.
Yeah.
No, just tip. Anyway, we put the order in. You know, they give you the nice little beeper thing, so you ain't got to stand there. And you go sit down when your food's ready. They hint you. Now,
You put the thing deep in your pocket.
well, no, we put it right on the table. This way, so if I read the whole table, I have. No, we're regular stuff, so it's like, cool. Well, you know, all right. No comment on that. Yeah, I can tell you where that went, because that was definitely mentioned by some people there, but we won't say. Oh, was it? Yeah. Well, we're gonna cover that up because that's not my business to talk about.
It's lost right over it.
But anyway, so we put our food order in, and they're like, we'll page you when it's ready. And then I went right over to the drink truck, and line was long because they only had that one drink truck, and they got mixed drinks there, they got cans, they got bottles, but. I stood on line for about maybe 3-4 minutes. It was like 20 people deep at that point, and I was probably number 19.
What time of day was this?
This was like around like 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish.
Okay.
So I was deep in the line, and I gotta tell you, all of a sudden Todd Lyons is standing in front of me, and he's like, "Hey, man." And he's like, "Oh, hey, how are you? How's everything?" I'm like, "Good." I was like, we had to come check it out. I was like, we talked about it on a podcast, so we wanted to see it in real life. So he's like, "What are you getting?" He's like, "Are you getting mixed drinks? Or are you getting bottles or cans?" I said, "I would like 3 cans of soda and 3 bottles of water." I said, "And my lady would like a glass of red wine." I was like, "Can you do that?" He's like, "I can definitely do that." So I just, boom, he rang it up. I handed him my card, transaction over. Somebody came out of the back, handed me my stuff, and we went and sat down. It was absolutely fantastic. It was definitely packed though. And what I didn't realize is until later in the day, that was the most packed it's been so far.
Yeah.
And they weren't expecting it. So I do have to say, when we got there, I thought it was weird because they got all these signs to go through the entrance.
Yes.
But like where I thought you would pay, it was all locked up. So I was like, this is weird. I was like, oh, well, we'll just go up. And if somebody asks us for money, we'll definitely give them money. It's not that big a deal. We'll pay.
Right.
So we head up in and we order our food and we're hanging out. And, Todd didn't say anything when he saw me there, and obviously he didn't see me all day. So he was like, he knew I just got there and didn't ask for any money.
Right.
So fast forward to the end of the night, we come home and Todd made an apology video because they were overwhelmed, apparently.
Yes.
Which, great for him. I'm sorry, if it caused people to think bad business or whatever like that, but that's just like shame on you for thinking that, because here's a family owned business that just opened up and they're just trying to get bigger and better. And, they have like a minimum staff now because that's all they've ever needed. They weren't expecting a crowd this huge. Like, yes, someday they were going to grow into it, but, this is like one of the first official weeks that they're open.
Yeah,
The first holiday.
Yeah, they opened on May 1st.
Yeah.
First event was May 1st. They had to close. And even I follow them on social media. So like Saturday, he had made, he put a video up on Instagram and said, "Yep, we know it's raining." They repurposed a space at Echo Fields where you could go inside and you could hang out inside. He's like, "We're bringing chairs in here. You guys could hang out in here. You'll be able to get food from in here." As far as we're concerned, we're still going to have our concert later on tonight. Because remember, Saturday was supposed to clear up at like 5-6 o'clock.
Yep.
And then when it didn't, they did have to cancel. But these guys they've been making improvements and talking about the improvements. Every week there's something else that they're doing at the property, right? And they, like I said, their first weekend open was last weekend.
Yeah.
So like, this should be something, again, now go back to like our story, Blue Hour Farm. So you should be embracing places like this.
Exactly.
And this is a guy who's a community guy. He lives on the grounds almost. He's from Minnesink area. Like, let's give the guy a break.
He's an entrepreneur. He started out with the paving company, became an investor, got involved with Equilibrium, left there, went on to buy Echo Farms and do that thing. And now he's just killing. He's a guy that knows how to do business, man. Yeah, that's all I can say. And this thing is gonna be, it already, like, we had a great time. Lauren had a blast, and that's what it was all about, because it was for her yesterday, Mother's Day. Lauren, boom.
Right.
So it was a great day. Like, by the end of the day when we were leaving, like, he was playing like all this freestyle music, the DJ. And so like all like the old heads were up dancing, like, and then when we left, like the most people were up dancing because they were playing the Cupid Shuffle. Like, You know, to me, that's great.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I agree.
that's fantastic.
And that's what else can you ask for? But I like that he got on, and I don't want, if you want to talk about it, I read his message from last night, and I agree. Like, I like that he took accountability, said we're going to fix it, but also like no filter, like called out the people that needed to be called out.
Yeah, exactly. Because some people were being really rude about it. Like when we walked out, there was a couple with 2 kids. They were behind us in line. And when we were walking out, they said, "Hey, did you guys ever get your food?" We were all like, "Yeah, it took a little over an hour to get it." Which, you know, again, brand new. It's all new. They don't know. All the kinks are being worked out. It's like a restaurant on opening weekend. That's why they do a soft opening. So, you know, he's like, yeah, he's like, we're just leaving because it's been an hour and 20 minutes and we haven't gotten food yet. He's like, so we're taking the kids to McDonald's. Now, granted, they had young kids and I completely understand, but like they could have made a big stink about it and been jerks, but you know, they weren't. Like he was just like, he's like, you know, he's like, I get it. He's like, it's all, you know, whatever.
Yeah, and when you're on a little kid's schedule, that schedule is often unpredictable and volatile anyway. You don't know how it's going to go. So yeah, if you can just cut and run. You don't have to talk shit, just leave.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's like I said, it's definitely going to be, well, I shouldn't say it's definitely going to be. It is a great place. It's only going to get bigger and better.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm very excited. Like I text you immediately while we were there.
Yeah.
When I told you, hey, I'm here. We definitely have to come back when there's live music.
Yeah, for sure.
We just have to figure it out. Like I don't even care who's playing. We just got to go pick a night, bring the kids, have fun.
Yep. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday because I said to Alice and Lauren and Scotty, we're okay, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Well, I said Lauren and Scotty and the kids are over there at Echo Fields, and she was like, "Oh," I said, "We're gonna go. Like, we gotta go."
Yeah.
And I think we had stuff going on yesterday, but I think had we not had anything going on, we would have just popped over. As much as I hate and get scared to leave the house, I would have made the Shrek.
Well, you would have loved their grass.
Yeah.
It was big and long and soft. It was nice.
I want ground.
But they got like a ton of cool things. They have like soccer pool where, you know, I think you can figure out what that would be.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't need to be Detective Clouseau to figure that one out. They got like the football toss. They got like a giant like inflatable thing to bounce on top of the hill. He's got a disc golf area. Some kids, the boys, they went down in the field in the parking lot and they were playing wiffle ball with a bunch of kids that like the wiffle ball strike zone, and they had a great time. Like it was just so cool. There was something to do for everybody. I saw a lot of adults there and they were all having a good time.
Yeah.
So the pizza looks amazing. We were upset that we didn't get a pizza, and then when we decided to get a pizza, it was too late. They were sold out.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it is what it is. Why get mad? Like just be. I'm so happy that it was that busy for him. And then here's the coolest part. We're getting ready to leave. We're waiting for the kids to come back up from playing ball. So we're just sitting at the table, listening to the DJ, watching everybody dance and have a good time. All of a sudden, I see like a golf cart coming through, and it's Todd, and he's got his mom, like just like kind of driving her through the property, saying like, "Hey, look how awesome this is. Look at this today. Like, how great is this? People came here today to celebrate Mother's Day here at our establishment. How awesome is that?"
Yeah, that's a pretty big sun flex.
Yeah, like,
a good
like
flex.
hey, happy Mother's Day, Mom. Look at this.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, and Lauren was like, she was taken aback because like, you know, she's like, the thing is like, she's like, you know, our kids are old. She's like, so, you know, she's like, I love seeing all these parental emergencies, like all these parents having to walk like their 3-year-old, in their hand, like all hunched over, like trying to get them to the bathroom in time.
Dude. I can't even say I miss those days, but I remember those days, and it's, oh God, chaos.
Yeah.
But these are a place like that is perfect for young kids.
Dude, it's amazing. And if you're a parent and you got a group of friends that have kids all around the same age, or, you know, even if there's gaps in the age, as long as there's people for them to interact with in that group, I highly recommend going out there and catching a band or something like that, man, because I got to tell you, it's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
Like it's just such a cool space. Like I can't wait. Like you can bring your own chair and set up on like that like amphitheater seat stuff. Yeah, like he's got it all blocked up. Like it's funny. My dad called me today and was like, "Hey, where did you have her that had that grass risers like that?" I was like, "Oh, it was this place called Echo Fields. It's a farm that they converted into like a hangout for families." And he was like, that was pretty cool. I said, yeah. I said, they had a DJ yesterday. I said, but they're all set up to do concerts and everything.
And he just put those risers in, this year?
Yeah, I think that's a new thing for this year.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know, man. I like that he's taught. I mean, it's part of it is promotion, but every time he does something different there, adds something, they're putting it up on the socials.
Dude, it's so awesome. It's going to become I'm telling you, it's going to become a huge thing.
Yeah, people are going to really, nowadays it was a huge thing.
Like we were driving out there and like we were saying, like, could you imagine how different the kid's life would be if we lived in Menacing versus living out here? And like all of a sudden, like a 4-wheeler comes driving down the street past.
Yeah.
It's like, I was like, that'd be the main thing right there. That's you know, I would need that.
I was on Mountain Road the other day, and I was we were heading home, and I see 2 kids on ATVs just shoot out of the side road and just haul ass down the road. I'm like, what? It was fine until they decided that, they don't have turn signals or anything on these things. So they're trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out where they're turning off because I don't want to smash these 2 kids in my car. Mm-hmm. But I was laughing to myself because I'm like, you're in the country.
Yeah.
When you see 2 quads on Mountain Road doing like 60 miles an hour, first, I'm a little scared. And secondly, I was like, yep, we're in the country.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when I grew up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, your guys are definitely a little bit more spread out than I was. I grew up in a little small, like, village.
Yeah.
But, like, my neighbors were close, but not that close. Like,
right.
You guys are way more spread out. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, that was my week. Kudos to Todd Lyons and Echo Fields. I look forward to going out there and doing more.
Me too.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get you out there.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna ask Todd to section off a piece of grass so you can check it out. Make sure.
Yeah, make sure
Have somebody there
up to par.
Hey, have somebody tell you all about how they grow it and where it comes from. And
yeah, I want to know what breed of grass are you growing?
Yeah, they're gonna tell you.
Yeah.
No, you're great. You know who's an idiot? But people that talk on their cell phones on speakerphone in public.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different kind of human.
Dude,
that is a special kind of person.
Like I said, I was here a little later than normal today, getting set up because, like, I had a day. I had all these. I had a doctor's appointment, which led to me having to make more doctor's appointments, which took some time. And then I had to go do my regular chores and all that other fun stuff. So
that's what happens when we're 50. 50 becomes about like scheduling life around your doctor's appointments.
Yes, that's it.
But I mean, or you can never go to the doctor and they just wait for a big surprise one day.
Well, that's the thing.
So I like the idea of planning ahead and being in the know about my own health.
Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Like, he said, hey, do you want, you're at this age, do you want to do like a CT scan of your heart? I was like, yeah, let's do that. Because like, he's like, that'll see if you got like plaque around the arteries. Like, and that's important because like, you don't want to just have like the Widowmaker because you got plaque and a piece of plaque breaks off and it cuts everything open and you bleed internally and die.
Right. Yeah.
In the middle of the podcast.
Yeah. No fun.
No, that'd be horrible. But, excuse me. So,
be okay.
Yeah. I had a little bit of acid reflux there. Plaque. No plaque. Oh. No. Well, I already did the fake die. All right. Hey. So I'm walking up to Crystal Run and, I'm going in the building. And as I'm walking up, there's a lady there, and she's talking on the cell phone, and she's got it down like this in her hand, she's like holding it down below, not up to her ear. So immediately I know, like, hey, there's somebody on the other end of this.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I'm just leaving the doctor's office and blah, blah, blah. And the lady's like, oh, on the other end of the floor. She's like, oh, well, before I was out and I had to go to the bathroom and I didn't make She's like, so like, I'm okay. I'm like, okay, I can hold on that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But I can hold because I'm right here. I'm next to the lady.
Right.
But then came the crushing following rest of the sentence.
Oh no.
And it was diarrhea. And that's just how I laughed as I walked into Crystal.
I would have walked by and been like, ew, that's gross.
Bro, I was cracking up because like...
And it was diarrhea.
I just... If you want to be inside your car or you want to be by yourself and talking on the speakerphone, that's fine. But once other people come up near you in your area, like either wrap it up or if it's that important, just have a one-sided conversation where nobody needs to hear the other person.
Okay, so now that you open Pandora's box, right? This is a big problem. Like, this is a big fucking societal problem.
It is. It's huge.
I don't like, these are the same people that drive slow in the passing lane. They drive slow.
100%.
They drive slow in the passing lane. The world is theirs. We just occupy and borrow some air.
We're just idiots that are here. Feel right.
Yeah, like I'm not okay with, I got to go to the grocery store. Grocery store, fun? Not really, but it's a necessary evil. You got to go do your thing.
Yeah.
But I don't need to be in the frozen food section with you and you're talking to whoever about some dumb shit. And now you're getting all, now and it's like an emotionally charged conversation. So you're yelling, they're yelling, and I just want to get a frozen pizza. Like, get the fuck together.
I just want to get my Cheez-Its pizza.
Yeah, I need some Stouffer's mac and cheese or DiGiorno and get out of my way.
DiGiorno is the best.
Yeah, man. Oh, try the DiGiorno Detroit style.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
So anyway, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It can be like, I hate it at the gym. I hated it. I hate it. There's no excuse for it anywhere.
No.
Like, they make AirPods. They make headsets. Like, there's a million different things you can do. I don't need to hear your conversation. And how dare you think that you're that important that everyone else needs to hear you ranting and raving about some dumb shit that happened in your life?
Or just your personal business, and I don't need to hear like how you had explosive diarrhea and you didn't make it to the toilet today. Like that, I don't know, man. Like, to me, that's just like next level. It's like, where, like,
it's just another, I mean, this is it's a more obvious science. I feel like it happens. Like, you could poll 100 people and 100 people have at least one story of this.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because it happens on a daily basis. And I don't know, like, how do you even get people to stop doing it? Like stop being so fucking, you're not that important. Stop it.
Exactly. Like, everybody walks around like they're a CEO. Like, there's a time and a place. Like, if you have, like, I don't know, if I'm out and the phone rings, I excuse myself from wherever I am if I have to take it.
Yeah.
And I go someplace off away from everybody, say, hey, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. Hey, listen, I'm out. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'll call you back in a little while. Thanks, bye. And then that's it. Like,
Yeah. And
done.
That's
I'm not like, yo, so like, what's the plan? Oh, shit, you got gonorrhea?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dang,
You know?
I just got over syphilis.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
and then this bitch
Yeah.
was fucking her grandpa. It's like, I don't need to hear all this nonsense.
Yeah, like, how proud are you of these? Like, I don't know, it's whatever. I know that I generally don't call anyone when I have diarrhea.
Yeah.
Like, that's a private moment for me.
Yeah, like, maybe I'll be like, like,
Unless I run out of toilet paper and act like, I'm like, hey, can you bring another roll up here? Like, that's the only time I'm phoning a friend. Like, otherwise I'm okay.
and that's not her friend, that's your wife.
Yeah, man.
She's your best friend.
Yeah. She's a saint.
Yeah.
God bless her.
Oh, yeah. See, like that's the one good thing. Like, I'm a bidet guy.
Yeah, I have one.
You do?
Yeah.
I love it. But like, if there's no TP, you gotta let drip dry. That takes a little extra.
Yeah, man. So
But at least clean butthole.
the problem with the bidet it all comes back to the well water. So when you use the bidet at my house, it does what it needs to do, but there's not enough pressure because the floater sinks at such a slow level that it never recognizes that it's sunk. So you have to manually reset it.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, so it kind of takes the fun out of the bidet.
Oh,
It adds another step to it.
sometimes mine cleans the back of my teeth. I have it on so high.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's all clean. No,
You're gargling bidet water?
You're from the downside.
That's what I'm... it's just a bidet.
But I'll tell you, man, I haven't had cranky ass, and I can't even tell you how long. Probably like 5 years now since I got the bidet.
Yeah, my buddy told me about it, said it's a game changer. And then I worked with another guy who said it's a game changer, so I did it. But the only problem is it is a game changer, but I need to figure out I think maybe I have to loosen up the adjustment on the floater.
Yeah.
So that it drops faster. Yeah.
Yeah, and it realizes.
Yeah.
I get it though. Well water, pump house, all that fun stuff. Shitter's full. Well, that would be a septic tank.
I don't. I just wanted. I know shitter's full.
I hear you. So so yeah, that's how I feel. Did you see UFC 328 this weekend?
I saw that it was on, and I watched some of the undercards, but I didn't get to see the main.
You couldn't stay up that late, or did you fall asleep?
Yeah,
Poor Kev, like
sure did.
So it was a very busy day in the Perry Kona household.
Yeah.
This weekend. For me and Kev, we had first the wrestling pay-per-view WWE back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, true. And then we had like a half-hour break, but we just went right to the prelims, and we started watching that, which we caught like the last prelim, which was brutal. Last two prelims, brutal fights, lots of bleeding. So
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
see those. I saw the earlier ones.
but I got to tell you, the guy that impressed me most was the guy who was in the first fight. He's a lightweight. His name is King Green.
Yeah.
He's like almost like Anderson Silva type of guy. He keeps his hands down and
Yeah.
talk shit. He says, "What's up?"
Dude, guys that fight like that scare me.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. So this guy just talks shit,
Yeah.
and then like he punches. He's like, "Yeah, that hurt, right? Yeah." And he kicks. Yeah, I just kicked you right there. You felt that shit. And you can see him just like talking shit. It adds like just such another level. So like, not only now are you trying to like fight this guy physically, but now he's fucking beating you up mentally.
Yeah, breaking you down mentally.
Yeah, dude,
I was wondering what training camp is like for that guy, for this camp.
I'd be hiring Nate Diaz.
Yeah, bro. All right, guy. Can you just do a little shit talking? We get it. You're gonna knock out all your sparring partners.
Oh, dude, it's like unbelievable.
He probably talks on his phone on speaker.
I guarantee he is. Guarantee he definitely is. Yeah, in an elevator. Yeah, definitely. And nobody's gonna say anything, because I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna punch you."
And what? And what?
Felt that. And you felt that shit.
Felt that? See that?
Felt that shit.
See that shit?
But dude, he beat the shit out of this poor little white guy. He just the guy there. His opponent. I think his name was like James Stevens. He was just getting like punched. His face was like beet red. It was unbelievable.
He never saw any of them coming.
Dude,
It was this guy's delivering from like at his hips, right? Like his hands are down.
yeah. And dude, he knocked him out.
Yeah.
And he did. He didn't use defense until that guy made a move.
Right.
Like that's a badass right there. He's so confident in his shit.
Yeah.
Now he was just like, "Yeah, I got it. No problem. I'll put my hand out." It was fucking wild.
The spider was nasty when he fought.
Yeah.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. It was very much like remember when he got knocked out by Weidman?
Yeah.
Right? And he was doing that. That's like what this King guy was doing. Like when he started off, he's putting his shit up like this, like right at the beginning of the fight. I'm like, this is. I looked at Kev. I was like, this is gonna be a good one. This is a wild boy right here.
Because when you dangle that out there,
Yeah. All it takes is somebody with one quick move and just all I gotta do is catch it dead square in the chin. You're gonna be like, bong, your bell's rung, fight over, done.
yeah.
And it ain't even gotta be the strongest punch in the world. It's gotta be right at the right point.
No, because I mean, when that happened to Anderson, like I think we all kind of assumed that he had a great jaw,
Yeah.
or chin, great chin, and he didn't. But
No.
when
But he never got caught.
he put it out there and just kind of gambled all the time. There.
And Weidman knew it was coming and he nailed it. He timed it perfectly. He just knew to swing big and go.
Yeah, the more you put yourself out there, the more tape there is of you. The more people, somebody's going to get out there and watch and see your tells.
Exactly. So the other fights were great too. Obviously, this was probably one of the best co-headliner matches ever. Like the warm up to the main event. Co-main events. It was a flyweight fight with Van Tara, and Tara was he's from Japan. He's 26 years old. He's got crazy fighting style. He does like judo and striking at the same time. Like he locks his legs around you from on top of your back and he just pounds your face. It's from behind. It's fucking wild to watch this guy and his fight highlights. But he had no defense. He had heart and he went like pretty much till the end. But Van just kept lighting him up, man. Van was just like tap, tap, tap.
He had no plan for it.
Dude, he had a plan, but he just couldn't. I just think, he had his belt rung. He had his belt rung enough where he just couldn't defend it anymore.
I mean, some guys are so heavy on the offense that they don't have a defensive plan.
Yeah.
My plan is, what's your plan for the fight? Offense.
Yeah.
Okay, what happens if that goes bad? Offense.
Yeah.
What happens if that I get knocked out?
So were you away at all? Did you see like the beginning of the Strickland?
No, none of it, bro. None of it. I watched, I saw a couple locker room speeches, the famous one where him with his wife and his father-in-law.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Okay. So
I do love before you go. I do love now that it's on Paramount,
yes,
and that like I remember paying a small fortune.
$75 used to be like,
Yeah,
and then like 80 with tax.
yeah, crazy. So now I can just turn it on.
Yeah,
Like that's I gotta get my shit together.
for like $20 a month or whatever Paramount is.
Yeah, and like so we talk about the Taylor Sheridan shows, right? We talked about that on here early on, I think.
Yep,
I'm in on those anyway.
exactly.
So
And you're all there.
yeah, I got plenty of stuff I can watch on Paramount
Yep, it's the man's network.
for sure.
And lady who like men's things too. So I've never seen as many people in the ring as I've seen in the beginning of this fight between Strickland and Chimaev.
Oh, really?
Bro, they had state police, they had Newark police, they had all sorts of like security from UFC in the ring.
Oh, really?
There was probably like a good 12 people in the ring standing in between them to keep them far apart.
So they were that worried about it.
Yeah, they were really worried that they were going to get up right in the beginning. Like, Chimaev made it like he was going to. Strickland just, stood there punching himself in the face like he does before every fight. Dude, it was a great fight. It was a great fight. People says he can't grapple. Like, Chimaev took him down right to the ground. And, he hung there. He played defense. He was countering with the takedowns and stuff like that. So Strickland kicked ass. And then at the end, they just bopped. They were just they were throwing punches at each other. They were both pretty bloodied up. It was awesome.
Yeah, I saw Chimaev. Is that his name? Chimaev?
Yeah, Chimaev.
Yeah, I saw his face. I saw him leaving the octagon. I was like, oof.
Yeah, but they hugged it out at the end.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
That's what I like about the sport. I mean, you're in there literally doing battle.
Yeah, you're punching each other in the fucking mouth.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get, and honestly, like, not to be funny, it doesn't get more intimate than that.
No, and that's what Strickland said in the video. Yeah, he said, he's like, listen, how they give the post speech or he talks to Joe Rogan. He's like, look, I just want to say I know I went a little hard in the paint. He's like, but I'm trying to sell tickets to you motherfuckers because you motherfuckers know you like when you hear me talk like that.
Yeah.
Dude, it was fucking dope. It was really dope.
So he's, and I don't think anybody did it better than Conor McGregor,
No.
right? But Strickland is like, he's ours. He's our American patriot version where he knows how to
Dude, he's amazing.
yeah, he just talks a lot of inflammatory shit. He speaks from the heart. Like what he says is what he says, and he's unapologetic.
And he said, he goes, there's nothing more intimate than what we did tonight. He's like, that's two souls coming at each other. He's like, he wants to quit, I want to quit, and we're both fucking killing each other. He's like, but somebody's got to fucking continue, and somebody's got to fucking win.
That's awesome.
So I was like, Jesus Christ. He was like, he's like a brother to me, this and that, so.
Yeah, it was, my buddy Ed was telling me that Ronda Rousey and Scarano were fighting.
Corona.
Carano. Yeah.
We're going to say tomato, tomato. Vinny Amata.
And they're, so that's on Netflix next weekend.
That's this weekend.
Yes, it's Monday, so this weekend.
Yeah, it'll be on, I think, Saturday.
Yeah.
But, so like the whole problem with that is that's a Jake Paul thing. So like, not that he does a bad production.
No,
But like, you don't know if it's going to be,
right.
If there wasn't an agreement beforehand, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight.
Yeah, and the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. fight.
Yeah, where it's like, certain rules, they had to wear headgear, no head punches.
Yeah,
one with the face.
And I watched Tyson's whole training camp leading up to that fight, and what I saw paled in comparison to what I would see in the training videos of him leading up to that fight. So you're right. I just thought it was funny that like two names I haven't heard in years are going to be back in the ring this coming weekend, whatever.
Yeah. And then they're saying, I saw something, I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw this on social media. Somebody saying for UFC 329, they're talking about McGregor's comeback in a McGregor and Max Holloway fight. So that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
That would be the next one, which would be after the White House, which is in June. June 15th, I think, is the White House fight. Freedom 242 or whatever.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know. Freedom something.
Okay. So hey, let's see. I'll watch it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch. It's at the White House, bro. It's fucking historic.
No, I mean even like I'll watch that one for sure. But I mean the Max Holloway McGregor, probably like
Everybody's in
innovation, yeah. Because I know Dana White's not making any handshake deals.
No,
These will become, and then those two guys are too egotistical.
that's gonna be just straight up punching each other in their face unless somebody gets hurt.
Well, what does Conor McGregor have in the tank? Like, let's see. I'm not.
I got it fucking all in the tank, Joel.
Yeah.
I'll come over there and I'll show you what I got in the tank.
You see his Lamborghini speedboat?
No.
He's got a big giant speedboat with like Lamborghini motors on it. Or whatever. It's insane.
Well, he should have that with the money he made off the Floyd Mayweather fights. You know? Good for him, though. That's another guy, smart businessman, the Notorious MMA.
He is, yeah. And I just, like I said, I'm not convinced. I'd like to be wrong, but I don't think I'll be wrong when he goes in there and just gets handled.
Well, you see, I don't know when the last time Max Holloway fought. I'm new to this UFC thing.
Yeah, I don't think he's fought for a while either. So it could be good.
Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely be interested. I would definitely stay up late and watch it.
I'll take a nap and maybe I'll stall. If I take a nap.
I took like a 20-minute power nap that day, and it was enough to get through. Like, I felt bad. Like Lauren and her kids wanted to watch a movie, so they were going to watch, I think, Scarface. And I was like, all right, Kevin and I could just hold up in our room and we'll watch the PLEs in there, the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
So we jumped on, we watched, and, I felt bad. Kevin's like, how much longer is this going to be? I'm like, I'm sorry, man. Just, if you fall asleep, you're good. But, like, I woke him up at the end when Strickland got the decision, because I was like, fuck yeah, that's right, let's go. I was super fucking excited. He was like, oh, he won? I'm like, yeah, he won. I'm sorry. I was like, good night. I'll see you later. And I turned it off and I went to bed. I went over. I left his room and I left him go. So, so yeah, that's that. Thank God for UFC, because that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank God for Paramount Plus.
Yeah, dude, it's the best thing ever. Are you familiar with the Hawk's Nest down there by Port Jervis, sir? You're 97, right?
Yeah.
Very familiar. One of my favorite places to ride my motorcycle.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than going all the way out 211 to Oakland Valley Road, all the way to the end, and then coming back up through the Hawk's Nest near Port Jervis. Well, this blows my mind, but there was an illegal street racing going on up there. Did you see that story?
Yeah, I did.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
30 cars cited in a crackdown. Police issued nearly 50 tickets.
The Hawk's Nest is famous. I mean, there's been they filmed
BMW commercials, everything there. Yeah.
And the more this area gets populated, the more people come up from the city. I mean, it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
And look at you can see the skid marks of bad decisions when you go up the Hawks.
You definitely can.
Like every single time, like, yep, that guy didn't make it. That guy didn't make it.
So last Monday, before I went to the Yankee game, me and my boy Matt went out for a morning ride. We did that exact ride. And, we always pull over at the Hog's Nest and,
Yeah.
do a little sightseeing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, see the sights.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we're sitting there, we're watching everybody come whipping through there. Like, some people come and they're a bit aggressive, and then other people are just, regular people that live there in that area passing through.
Is that my old roommate, Matt?
Mateer?
No. Oh, it's not the
Oh, no. Yeah. No. It wasn't that, Matt. Okay. No. Not thing ready. Oh, sorry. Which is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're sitting there, dude, and all of a sudden, like, this big fucking, suburban type truck is just like driving straight through, not going through the turns. He's driving both sides.
Yeah.
Because if you drive a straight line, you can get through there. Yeah. And I'm just like, Matt's going, is this guy really not turning? I'm like, but no, he doesn't have to. He's a chosen one.
Yeah, you can drive straight line.
Yeah, I was like, that's all he's doing. He's like, that's fucking insane. I was like, well, that's what happens when you're a chosen one. You don't have to abide by the rules.
I'm surprised he wasn't just floated.
Well, no, the truck's too heavy.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. He was inside the truck. He was probably floating.
Yeah, he was.
Above the seat.
I don't read the gas will break.
But I got to tell you, being there last Monday, we didn't see anything.
Yeah.
And that's allegedly the night before that crackdown happened. And I don't think, they came through and cleaned it. We were there at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, I don't know. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but that's what people do. They don't carry out anymore. They leave their garbage everywhere, which is just sad.
Yeah, that's it. So here we go. I'm back. I found another one. So we have,
Oh, buddy.
yep. This is Exhibit 3. Exhibit 3 for people don't give a shit about their fellow human or about Earth anymore. We drive in the left lane and go slow. We talk on speakerphone about diarrhea, right? In front of everyone.
In front of the Crystal Run Healthcare.
Yeah. And we litter and leave our garbage everywhere.
Everywhere, dude.
So, let's be better. Get it together. For Christ's sakes, man. This shit is so irritating.
It is.
I'm gonna hold it up together a little bit.
Yeah. But no, it's manly. Because like I said, you know where I live, and
Yeah.
you know I'm on a corner,
Yep.
and at least 3 times a week there's garbage out on the corner.
Yeah, the corner lots, you get the brunt of it. And it's so funny. I don't understand the reasoning.
Because we got a stop sign. They could just open up and drop their McDonald's bag or whatever, and just that's it.
Because I noticed it there, and I noticed it at the corner lot by the Y. I mean, yeah, I said they have the brick like half wall up.
Yep.
But still, there's shit everywhere when I used to live there.
So it's wild. In like you see like a lot of the little liquor bottles out on the side of the road, down the side streets. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I can't believe people are getting that hemmed up. But that's pretty crazy. So there you go. Pick up after snow, people. Carry out. Yeah, just be good humans, man. That's it. Be good humans. And there's the title of this episode. Be good humans. Love it. Do you believe in haunted experiences? Have you ever had a haunted experience?
I've had some weird stuff, like weird feelings. So yeah, but I'm all in like you mean like the paranormal and like
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Like ghostesses?
Yeah, like how naive would I be to think that like if you don't think that thing exists, and it's not a religious thing, it's a fact. Like
Yeah.
that paranormal experiences occur.
I think I talked about it on a show a couple weeks ago where, I lived in a house that had a ghost in it.
Yeah.
It was a ghost. It wasn't a bad ghost.
Yeah.
But you know the Hoffman Freemason Lodge in Middletown, downtown Middletown on North Street, the big Freemason building that's on the corner?
I think so, yeah.
All right, so Hoffman Lodge.
Yeah.
There's retail on the bottom floor, and then there's, other stuff upstairs. Like that's where like the Freemason halls are and stuff like that. So Full Moon Paranormal is actually doing a paranormal investigation
That's that building.
in that building, and you can be a part of it. You can pay for an admission ticket, and you get to go around with them and have the paranormal experience and see what's going on in that building. Because allegedly, there's a lot of paranormal activity there. So
When is that? Deets.
that is on Saturday, June 20th, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. You can get all the information at the Historic Hoffman Lodge on Facebook. And they got a link right there. It's on Eventbrite. Hoffman Historic Lodge Paranormal Investigation with Full Moon Paranormal.
How much are they hitting you for a ticket?
Oh, that's a great question, Joe. Oh, $55. $55.20.
Damn.
But, they're going to have all their equipment. They're going to show you, from what I gathered, you're going to be on a guided paranormal investigation. You're going to use real investigative equipment. You're going to get the haunted history of the lodge, exclusive access to areas of the building typically off limits to the general public, and a great night that you're not going to forget ever. That's the most important part of the thing, So, like, I don't know. I think that'd be something like...
That's cool.
I think
I want to see what official investigative equipment is. Like, what's the official investigative equipment for?
Well, you ever see like the people when they go to like the cemeteries with like the apps on their phone where they can talk to the dead, like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
like, what?
Yeah.
I'm dead,
yeah.
punched, killed, stabbed in the neck. It's like all weird stuff. So I just want to put that out there because that's something happening here in good old historic Middletown, which I figured it's live and local.
Yeah.
And it's a great experience. I think I would definitely be into going to see some haunted ghosts and shit.
I would too. I think that's a scary thing, but it's cool.
It's definitely cool. One last thing. This one came up last minute right before I came in. It was when I was sitting in the doctor's office. It was one of the last stories that came up.
Is there more diarrhea?
No, even better. There was a Middletown smoke shop that was shut down by the state because they said it sold weed to a 60-year-old kid. It was over on Dawson Avenue. It was called the Greens Threads. It was called the Tree Shop prior to that or something like that. And, they had been selling weed illegally for a long time.
They changed names twice and still haven't figured out how to not break the law.
And allegedly, they sold weed to a 60-year-old kid. And then fast forward to, somebody ratted them out for that. And then so the police sent somebody in. And the guy unsolicitedly tried to sell him all sorts of weed and stuff. So they confiscated a lot of weed.
Good stuff.
Probably crap.
No, I'm saying that's good that they're doing it.
Oh.
And like I remember we used to run those kind of stings where we would they were alcohol stings back in the day.
Uh-huh.
You get a group of, you get a bunch of like minors that are parents will sign a waiver, like a liability waiver, and you take them out to all the local stores, like the corner, the gas stations, like the small bodegas, or even like the small liquor stores.
Yeah.
And you just set them free. I mean, you're sitting out. It's a controlled environment.
Of course.
They're mic'd up and they go in and they buy alcohol.
Yeah.
And now that we've tapped into a whole new market for these kids. Yeah. I can send them into all the head shops or the weed places that are selling illegally. And that's cool. And I'm sure that like our kids always had fun doing it.
Well, now I know why my kid always used to go down there and hang out. So that shop's been open. So him and his friends used to always meet down there in that area. So now I know why they were over there. Hey, can I go to McDonald's on Dawson Avenue? Well, now I know why.
Yeah.
Because that guy was...
It's just logistics.
That was it. Guys was selling them fucking little doobage, actually, probably. So good for them. Not good for them, but, good for them that they got busted. But then again, that's the caveat of having, no weed businesses in Middletown. People are going to find a way, it's like, how hard it was for me to get my gun license.
Right.
But somebody could just go get a legal gun if they got enough money and the right hookups.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So, don't think just because you say no weed in Middletown, and that means that, okay, we're going to stop. No, you're just letting the black market thrive. That's what you're doing.
Speaking of illegal handguns, just real quick, I'm not going to sidebar too long.
It's all good, buddy.
Last week, on Route 17 near Liberty, state police, the community stabilization team or community stabilization unit, I think it's CSU, whatever, proactive. They take care of quality of life issues. They'll do a lot of drugs and guns, that kind of stuff. And they're just like kind of in the moment guys. Go work cases, but they're just a real aggressive unit for the state police. And they have a trooper initiated car stop on 17, and they have a trooper brings his canine over. Canine does a quick exterior sniff of the vehicle. They found 89 handguns in that vehicle. They were bringing those. It was
Up towards like Syracuse, probably.
Canada. They were going to Canada. They were Pakistani. They were Pakistanis in the car.
Oh, wow.
17 of the 89 guns were stolen.
Wow.
So all of them were gotten illegally. And this is the best part about it, is that the state police turned the case over to the FBI, Safe Streets, and the ATF. So now they'll all be taken federally, so they're not going to get out. There's no bail reform. There's no bail argument. They're just in and fucked until they get this done with.
Okay.
And they're all looking at like 10-year mandatory minimums.
Oh, that's great.
You know what the max is going to be?
How much? Life?
Yeah.
Wow.
Feds don't play.
Wow. But are they illegal immigrants or are they citizens?
One guy had three citizenship in the U.S., Canada, and Jordan, I think.
Okay.
Pakistan and Jordan.
All right.
And the other guys were nationalists.
Oh, wow.
Pakistani nationalists.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, one guy might have been American, or maybe that was the guy with the 3 different citizenships, but those guns were going to do no good.
Yeah.
And when they all had names that were of Muslim descent, so where do we think those were going? And Canada has a pretty big.
They do have a pretty big
Muslim population
up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Middle Eastern population.
So just when you think it doesn't affect you or it doesn't happen around here,
it does.
It does.
Yeah. We're the pass-through between New York State, from New York City up.
Yeah, I mean, talk to anybody that that's in the state police or was in the state police, and they'll tell you that, like, and that's the scariest part about their job. I worked in a small city where I knew backup was close. And I knew that I was dealing with most of the same people over and over again. There's somewhat of a mutual respect for each other, But when you're pulling a guy over on a highway, or 3 guys for that matter, you're the only thing standing between them and their end mission. So you're probably never going to see him again. And I feel like the stakes are a lot higher. So I always give a lot of credit to those guys that do that kind of work.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's tough.
He talked about it, like when we talked about the trooper up there in the throughway. And
oh, yeah.
in Kingston. Same type of thing.
Yeah, you don't know who you're pulling over.
You never know.
And car stops are dangerous, inherently dangerous anyway, those in domestics.
Yeah.
So kudos to those guys. That's a good stop.
Yeah. Congratulations,
Yeah.
NYSP and the feds.
Let's go.
Yeah. Get it done.
America.
The last thing I want to talk about before we get out here, because I had an experience a couple of years ago. So, we talked about it last week on the podcast, how they're going to announce that UFOs are a thing. They're going to release the files. So they did. Did you see anything? Did you watch anything or no?
No.
I looked at some of the stuff and it was just like, okay, it was like kind of like radar stuff. It was like, I could see how it would be a UFO. But the reason why I want to talk about this is, I saw one when I was a little kid living up in Kingston.
Yeah.
Because, you see a lot of sightings on the Hudson Valley, in the Hudson Valley, especially up and down the Hudson River, because they use the river to navigate to going up through the state and everything like that from the ocean. So it's very popular. Like Aaron Rodgers even has a story about when he was home from college. Dude, I heard Cornwall.
Yes.
With a friend from college.
Yes.
They saw a UFO going all down the Hudson Valley.
I heard him tell that.
So like it happens. So with that being said, we saw when we were young. Nobody obviously believed us because we were young, but I swear to God, it happened. So a couple of years later, not a couple of years later, 2020, we're down in Myrtle Beach, and we've just come out of COVID. So things were starting to loosen up, especially down there. So it wasn't as packed as it would normally be, but it was still a good crowd. So the one night there's a great little ocean bar up the block from where her mom's condo is. It's called Ocean Annie's. So they got a good burger joint in there. They got a River City Cafe if you ever ate at one of those down there. So we usually go, we get an order from River City Cafe. We sit out on the beach with the dogs and the kids, and we listen to the music at Ocean Annie's. We go up and we buy drinks and we bring them down, and sit there and have a good time.
Sounds like a great time.
So we're sitting there, and the kids are playing baseball, and we're listening to music, and Big Dill comes over. He's like, "Hey, come here, man. Do you see this?" So I go out and I look, and I'm looking up, and he's like, "Look out there." He's like, "Watch the lights." So we're looking out at the horizon. We're looking out over the ocean. We're on the beach, and off in the tank darkness, you just see these lights. They're blinking, but it's not a plane, because a plane would be like blink, blink, blink. These blinks
just station.
right to left or left to right. These things were going. They blink here, they blink up in your left-hand corner, then they blink down in the lower left-hand corner, then they move over to the right side, and they're moving like that. And then we saw more and more of them started to appear, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? So of course people hear me and Dylan point it out, and then more people start coming out to watch.
Yeah.
So we're all watching these lights, and we're like, what the hell could that be? This is crazy. So then all of a sudden, out on the horizon, through the darkness, on the clouds, through the darkness, breaks these 4 beams of light on these huge monstrous lights. They just go zip, zip, and disappear in the darkness. And then another set comes through and goes zip, zip, through the darkness. Wow. Everybody was like, what the fuck was that? It was like, draw your own conclusions. I was like, but I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
So then later that weekend, we're sitting there and we see the lights blinking again. But this time, they're spread out equally in distance and they're flying over us. So I'm thinking this had to be a giant mothership with some sort of cloaking device on it. But everybody saw it. Again, everybody was out there on the beach because that's what we do some nights. We just sit out there on the beach in the dark and just look at the stars. It's absolutely gorgeous.
That's the best thing to do.
Yeah. And dude, just because I don't know if you know this or not, but that area from the turn in North Carolina on the shore there down to Myrtle Beach, that's the pine bush of UFO sightings.
No,
there.
I actually didn't realize.
Yeah, so there's a lot of UFO activity down there in that area, but I'm convinced 100% that we saw that, which lines up with what they're talking about now. A lot of the stuff they're talking about with these UFO files is how they have these giant underwater bases in deep water ocean area.
Oh, and they come from the ocean.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Because they said they clocked things that were the size of football field moving over 200 miles an hour underneath the submarines in deep water. And they can't go down and see what it is because we don't have the technology to get us that deep down.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Yes, that's very fucking nuts.
Wow.
So imagine,
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a lot of time at the beach this year when I'm down in Myrtle Beach in the dark.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah. Dude, it was insane. Everybody, dude, it was so funny because like we were pointing out the lights, and as we're pointing it out, more people are gathering because more people see it. And they hear what we're talking about, and they're like, you know what, that definitely is fucking weird. How are these lights doing that? And then like all of a sudden you just see pop, pop through the clouds, and it was just like,
Holy shit.
like, you know, it wasn't a plane. It was way too low.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you can tell just by, like you said, by the movements. Right?
by the movement, how fast it was, by how big the lights were. I've never seen a vehicle with lights like that ever in my life.
Yeah.
And the bright yellow that they were as they came through, and the way they just burst through the clouds and disappear in seconds.
Yeah. We've talked about this before. I believe in that.
Yeah,
You know, how could you, like, again, how could you not? Like,
exactly.
don't be that naive.
Yeah. So like, you know, call me crazy, you know, call me like, you know, a nut job, but I know what I saw. And there was like at least another 70, 80 people out there on the beach that saw the same thing that I saw because we were talking about it. You know, it wasn't like it was just like me and my kid alone on the side of the mountain, like, and then the men came out of those saucer and they said, come with us if you want to know what eternal happiness is about. That's like, so you remember a couple years ago, when Wurtsboro Mountain was on fire and it was like hazy all in this area every day and it burned for like almost a month.
Yeah.
All right. So there was a conspiracy theory that the UFOs started that fire by taking off from on top of the mountain, because the UFOs that's when the UFOs in that area, that's where they fly in, by the ice caves and up there on top of the mountain.
Right. So they set fire.
They set fire when they took off.
Yeah. What do you think?
Checks out.
Yeah.
What's funny is I was up there after the year after the fires. I was up there hiking, and it was definitely a cool area up there, and you could see how people would say that it would work,
Yeah.
how they could come in and land.
Have you ever been in Loop Road?
No,
Well, not by yeah.
I'm getting a probed though soon by my GI doctor. Sure. So
That was my segue. That's pretty.
that was one of the appointments I had made today.
Oh, wasn't it?
Because I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm 50.
Dude, I gotta make some appointments.
Dude, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like I said, I make the CT scan, had to make the GI doctor appointment. He was like, do you want me to send you the bucket to poop in again? I was like, no, that was humiliating. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank
Bring it in my hand.
I'm like, I'll just have the guy put a finger in me and let's go up there. I'll ship my brains out for a day and a half.
Yeah, it's fine.
It'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
I got my regular appointments coming up in like June.
Listen to us. This is what we're talking about. Brass and doctor's appointments.
Yeah.
Hi, we're old.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Top of the world.
So again, I just want to say before we get out of here, again, thanks to everybody at Echo Fields for being awesome yesterday. It was definitely cool. Congratulations to Todd Bynes and family. Keep up the great work. I look forward to seeing what happens within the next couple of months and how awesome that place is going to be.
You're gonna get me out of my house.
Yeah.
Echo Fields, I'm coming.
Yeah, we're going.
I'm gonna get a cheesesteak or some pizza or all of it.
Yeah, you're going to go. Dude, the smash burger was incredible.
Yeah, that's what it is. Smash burger.
The smash burger was incredible. Lauren had like a salmon cake. It was definitely good. The pizza's, like I said, look out of this world. They serve them out like a giant tree that was cut like a plate. It's made out of tree, like a ring from a tree.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, it was. I was like, that's actually pretty awesome. Tons of activities for the kids, parents. You know, I think it's like $30 for a family. Kids are free. It's like $15 a parent. So yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, make it happen.
Plenty of parking.
Go to the fields.
Go to Echo Fields. Go check it out. Again, we're looking for people that want to come on the show too. We're going to start doing guests now. So if you got something you want to come on and talk about, hvp.scotty@gmail.com
And hbp.joey@gmail.com.
and then the HVP, _HVP at Instagram too. You can check us out there. That's where you'll see all the nudes and when the episodes are posted and all the other fun stuff we're talking about here.
Before we go, I just want to give a shout out to another one of our loyal listeners, Brenda, who works with Allison at the hospital. So thanks for listening, Brenda. We appreciate it.
I got to give a shout out to my buddy Tina. happy belated birthday too to Tina. So that's awesome. Happy birthday to her. She was listening last week, and I'm walking the door on Monday afternoon, and I get a text. It was LaFonda.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Tina. Yeah, eat the ham.
Yeah, no, go eat your ham.
Eat your ham, Tina. LaFonda. It's getting pretty serious.
I bet you I can throw the football over that mountain.
Yeah. Coach would have put me in. We were on stage, so the whole life would have been different.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
But easy, guys.
All right, be good. See ya.
On the mountain.